My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Hacksaw Ridge. And this review will have spoilers, so there's your warning. But growing up in a religious household, I've watched a lot of Christian movies, and like 98% of them are not any good at all. So this one easily takes the title for Best Christian Movie. Easily, hands down, no doubt, no hesitation, just an objective fact, really. But it is a really great movie. I see some people hate on it now, and I really don't get it because I just found this movie to be effective and very powerful. I like how it's structured similarly to Apocalypto, where it's made up of two halves. The first half is the foundation for the story and for the characters and the emotion, while the second half is the more action orientated of the two. And I think it really works in that way. The foundation for this story is so incredibly strong, and you truly come to understand and care for Desmond Ross as a character. Like the fact that he almost accidentally killed his brother at a young age would mess anyone up. The fact that he almost shot his dad one day would mess anyone up. And then you've also got his religious upbringings that allow you to understand why he has the convictions he has, why he won't move an inch, and why he's standing firm in his beliefs. And I think it's really effective at that. And then you've also got the addition of this super sweet romance, and I just like how simple it is in this movie. You know, he sees her, he thinks she's cute, he gets his blood taken, and then the next day he just tells his mom and dad that, I'm gonna go see this girl, I'm gonna marry her one day. And sure enough, he does, and it's just a very sweet romance that we've got here. And then you've also got everything going on at the military camp. Well, he's just beaten and harassed for his convictions, and people keep trying to push him, but he won't move an inch. And no matter how hard he gets beaten, that he doesn't change. And already within the first half, you've got yourself a great foundation, a great romance, and conflict, and ways that are challenging things that are challenging the main character. And it's already a fantastic movie in just this first half. But then we move into the second half where we get the war action, and it just keeps you on edge. It's brutal, it's tense, and it's bloody. And I thought the action was incredibly well shot. And then we see Desmond just trying to rescue as many people as he can, and that challenge of his kept me glued to the screen. And when everything goes south and he's still up there, that just adds to the brutality, that just adds to the tension. And I really rooted for him. I wanted him to be the hero that nobody thought he could be. And I also like how this movie isn't naive and just like, oh, everybody should be like Desmond. No, because he relies on others plenty of times to be saved. It's not that he is good, his beliefs are right, and everybody else is just a dumb idiot. No, it's a movie about staying true to your beliefs and your convictions. Like I said, he gets rescued a bunch of times, but there's even one scene with him and Glover where it's just these two men talking about how they ended up where they are and who they are. And there's no judgments between the two characters. It's just pure honesty and understanding of each other. And I really like that. It's not black and white, it's gray. There's a level of depth and nuance to this movie. So you've got a great story, some great character work, some powerful themes, thrilling, intense action, genuine emotion, great romance. You've just got it all. And I do think the ideas of this movie hit really hard. You know, something about everything that he's doing now, I think is just admirable and inspiring. Everybody's telling him to move, and he won't. He understands why they think of him the way they do, but he just remains strong in his own beliefs, in his own convictions, and I just find it to be moving. I just watched this movie and I just hope that one day I can have the strength that this character does. Not just physically, but spiritually. And for a religious movie, this movie doesn't feel preachy in the slightest bit. And I really do appreciate that. My only issue with the writing though is the last 10 minutes. I get the necessity of it, but there's a part of me that feels like the movie already wrapped up when he got out of Hacksaw Ridge the first time. So even though I understand why they kept it going and I love the last shot, just pacing wise it feels a little long. And there was one scene when they're fighting, well, they're just walking quietly and it's really tense, and then this one guy just gets up and screams, and it feels like something from a horror movie, not from a war movie. So that scene takes me out just a little bit, but the rest is really great, and I think it's a really well directed movie too. I feel like we've just got Mel Gibson's magnum opus here. It's not quite a perfect movie, I just listed a couple flaws, but just everything from his previous movies you see on full display and never as effective here. He brings the sentimentality of Man Without a Face. He brings the brutality of the Passion of the Christ. He brings the raw action of Braveheart. He brings the structure of Apocalypto. It's his magnum opus. It is his best movie. And the capturing of this time period is excellent. You buy it for every single second. The production design, the costumes, all looks great. And he also captures the horrific nature of war. The action scenes are very well shot, and I think it's just in general a very well directed movie. And the cast all does an excellent job. Andrew Garfield is a fantastic actor, and he proves it yet again here. He brings so much sincerity to this character, and you feel his struggles and his convictions the entire way. Even when you just see him frustrated and enraged and he freaks out, you understand why, and he just brings a certain level of humanity to his character that he just doesn't feel like a model. He feels like a real human. Teresa Palmer isn't in this movie a bunch, but I feel like she brings so much heart and emotion to it. Sam Worthington gets a bad rap, but I think he's great in this movie. In fact, it's one of his best performances. He works better in these kind of roles, and he brings a certain level of depth to his character. Well, yes, you don't like him at first, but you do naturally come to care for him at a certain point. Vince Vaughn is excellent in this movie. He's funny at times, his insults crack me up, but he also pulls off the dramatic beats he needed to, and I never just viewed him as Vince Vaughn. I always bought him in this movie. You've got Luke Bracey, who does a good job. Hugo Weaving is great. You really do gain a sense of just how broken this man is. And you've also got Rachel Griffiths, who's fine, but she's not really given all too much to do. So you got yourself a great bunch of cast. It's well directed, it's emotional, great story, great characters, great themes. It's just a very powerful and inspiring movie while also delivering on some great action. I always say the war genre is my least favorite genre because the movies all look and feel alike. So there's got to be something to the movie that elevates it above every other movie like it. And what elevates this movie above everything else is the character of Desmond Walsh, how well fleshed out he is, and just the genuine emotion on display. That is what elevates this movie. And every time it ends, I am just taken back. I'm in tears. I think it's just very powerful, very effective. I'm going to go ahead and give Hacksaw Ridge an 8 out of 10. Okay, did you saw Hacksaw Ridge? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for some more videos soon. And Gavin out.